All right. Well, let's move on to better do better. Donald Trump is responsible for the regulation of an industry in which he is invested. How about that? Who would have saw that coming? All right. I'm going to share this from the Atlanta Black Star. President Donald Trump's net worth jumped by hundreds of millions of dollars in a single day last week after shares of Trump Media and Technology Group surged on news of a $6 billion merger with private nuclear fusion firm TAE Technologies. All right, buckle up. This is going to be a long read. According to Forbes, Trump's net worth rose by $504 million to an estimated $6.7 billion last Thursday due to his majority ownership of Trump Media, currently held revocable trust managed by his eldest son, Donald Jr. The merger is controversial because it poses a glaring conflict of interest, ethics experts warn, because it means that Trump will soon simultaneously have a major financial interest in a rapidly expanding energy company whose fortunes will be influenced by the actions of a government that Trump himself presides over, noted CNN. Nuclear fusion companies are regulated by the federal government and will likely need federally supported research and development to become commercially viable. The merger needs to be approved by federal regulators, some of whom were nominated by Trump. The all-stock merger with TAE will transform Trump Media, the parent company of Truth Social, from an underperforming niche social media and media platform into a speculative venture in clean energy and advanced technology of great interest to the financial markets, Forbes observed. Fusion energy is considered a possible holy grail of clean energy as it offers significant energy generation without carbon emissions. While government researchers have achieved impressive results in recent years, no private company has reached a point where the fusion reaction creates as much energy as it consumes, reported the New York Times. In 2018, TAE's chief executive, Michelle, I believe that's how I say it, Michelle Binderbauer, said he expected the company to achieve that milestone in 5 or 6 years. Last Thursday, the merged company said they plan to create the first utility-scale fusion power plant next year. Meanwhile, the Department of Energy recently created an Office of Fusion to support commercialization. The deal, should it be completed, would put Trump in competition with other energy companies over which his administration holds financial and regulatory sway, reported the Times, noting that the president has sought to speed up safety reviews of nuclear power plants and lower thresholds for acceptable radiation exposure. The Trump administration has sought to accelerate nuclear power technology, including fusion, which remains unproven, in its drive to meet America's quickly growing demand for energy, particularly as tech companies build power-hungry data centers in the race for artificial intelligence, the Times noted. That support has come in the form of federal loans and grants, as well as executive orders directing the NRC to review and approve applications more quickly. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said in a statement last week that neither the president nor his family have ever engaged or will ever engage in conflicts of interest. That was a quote. But it's a statement she's repeated word for word nearly every time the subject of Trump's grifting is raised. A spokeswoman for Trump Media said the company was, quote, scrupulously following all applicable rules and regulations, and any hypothetical speculation about ethics violations is wholly unsupported by the facts, unquote. Okay. Just a couple of things I want to say. The first is, who wants to live in a world where Donald Trump is rolling back the regulation for nuclear fusion energy power plants so that he can make money? That sounds awfully scary. And the other thing that I have to note is this is technically not a crime. Now, those of us that know that this is not right, can feel it. We just know it in our bones, but this is technically not a crime. And so this is simply unprecedented. But I think that it doesn't need to be a crime to show that this individual is everything that we've been saying. He's a person who's out for himself. He's a person that is choosing to line his pockets and those of his family and friends. And he's not putting the American people first at all. deregulating, nuclear power that's crazy. Q, anything to add? I know we just have a few seconds, but.
I mean, you asked who would want to live in a country where Donald Trump would do those things. We already live there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like once upon a time, people put far too much faith in a document and gave far too little credit to the ideas of capitalism and greed. Pair that with racism and white supremacy, and you get the reality that we have to live in now.
Yeah. Well, this isn't the only grift that he has managed since being elected. This is just the latest grift. So congratulations to all that voted for him. This is what you get.